Welcome to another Rockford UFS deck profile. Today we have...
If you don't know who I am, then you shouldn't know.
You,
I'm Christopher Smith. I'm UFS Dad.
if you don't know UFS Dad, you haven't been on the internet.
You haven't been on the internet. You haven't been plugged into the UFS community.
And what are you showing us today?
Shadow Man, ninja, throws ninja stars, blows up stuff. A lot of fun.
Sweet. What symbol is that off
He's
of?
off of air
All right.
or wind in some factories.
All right. Let's get into the deck.
All right. So this is Shadow Man. You're gonna have a big picture pan up right here in the video after post production, but I'll let you know what he does. He's 627. Once per turn, once per turn. After you play a flash attack, add one flash attack from your card pool to your momentum. R, discard one momentum. After an attack is played, your opponent destroys one foundation, period. If that foundation's difficulty was 1 or less, this attack gets 3 damage. A couple cool things about that is I can play that ability on my opponent's turn. If I want them to blow up good stuff. They may blow up bad stuff, so they get their attacks 3 damage, which is usually a bad idea. But it does allow me to have some sort of like foundation control, pseudo foundation control. But fun fact about this ability is after you blow up your foundation, it actually checks it on top of the discard pile first before it applies damage in that. So there you go.
All right. Sweet. What are we looking at first?
We're gonna go for attacks. We play 4 Shadow Blade Shurikens. It is a flash deck staple that can, if it can clear card pool.
Yeah.
It's a 5 mid 5 difficulty 3 check. Has a static after this card leaves your card pool during the combat phase. Draw a card. So if I Shadow Man, play that, then play another attack. Pitch this with Shadow Man's ability, I get to draw a card.
Yeah.
Response, after you play this attack, the next attack this turn gets 2 damage. This is a 4 of, and it's freaking awesome. Moving on to 2 Silverfang Salvo. It would be 3 if I owned a third, but for some reason I only own 2 of this card. It's R after you play this attack, it loses flash and gets multiple X. X equals the number of flash attacks that I can play this combat phase. So if I play like 4 flash attacks, drop it at the end of the chain, that I can multiple 5 it, which is pretty sweet. I've multiple 4'd it once, that was pretty awesome.
That sounds dope.
It's a 2i5, so you know, multiple 4 this is like 25 damage, so it's pretty crazy.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Next is one of my favorite cards in the deck is Wolfbane. It's a 1 low for 5. It does this little cool thing that if my opponent blocks my attack, I get to ready an Acid or Foundation. So if I get to like, you know,
I'm sorry, I'm not.
this card. No, not that card. This card right here. If I commit this for this, and then they block it, I get to ready this, which is pretty sweet. And the card has to be something that hasn't been readied this combat phase. So this is a really good attack. It's a 1 low, but it can possibly get 8 to 10 damage, you know, total because of just because of effects in the deck. And then your opponent kind of has to block it, and then you get to ready stuff, which is kind of neat. The real meat and potatoes of my deck is right here. Bear's Bite, Kneecapper. Bear's Bite's a 3 low 3, this is a 3 low 4. This allows my next flash attack to do damage. But the cool thing is about this deck is that if I'm going second, turn 1, and I have any combination of these 2 in hand, these 2 copies, I'll play them on turn 1, going, say, Bear's Bite and then Kneecapper. So I get the momentum. If I check well enough, I'll get the momentum by sweeping this, then I get to blow up opponent's foundation on turn 1, or turn 0 technically, which would be fantastic because it allows me to get ahead in the race, and then after I attack, it either hits them or they block, and then I get to build out a bit and then even the race out, especially if it's a 7-hander. I'll normally try to attack turn 1 just to start pummeling down damage, because if the wall gets big enough, flash attacks scale badly.
Yeah.
So, and I try to keep the difficulty curve down instead of playing a bunch of 5 diffs, like a Zuna drop and stuff, because later in the game, the Zuna drop would be great late game, but I want to try to kill people early game. That's
Right.
what my goal is.
And if they're building optimally, that damage output really kind of scales up because they don't have the cards to block for you.
Exactly. Because normally you're going to look at a 2 or a 3, 2 and a 1 and a 1, or a 1 and a 0.
Yeah.
So if their 3s and 2s are really that important to them, they'll blow up a spam.
Yeah.
And then I get 3 damage, and then if they don't block it, that's like 3 damage on turn 1.
Absolutely.
Next card is 4 dodge. This card is there a glare? Or is it good?
No,
Oh,
it's
cool. 4
just
dodge. It goes just along with the whole foundation control theme. Card's ridiculous. It's still one of the best defensive actions in the game. R, lose vitality, then make the check, and then everyone knows what it does.
I know.
Take
I'm trying to
damage,
think
run
of
it
that.
down, but not taking damage, and you
No,
look at
it's
foundations in
better.
their hand.
Go ahead.
Foundations. 3 diffs. We got 288 miles per
Maybe I
hour.
should have done something else, but it's okay.
Basically, this card's in here. It says F destroy, ditch top 5 cards in my deck, grab a flash attack. Just gets card draw and advantage. One of the best cards in the game currently is Strength in Numbers. This is a deadlock card without saying deadlock.
Yeah.
So, for one, I get to change the zone of my attack on response, and then R, I get to remove. After attack, I play. It gets +1 damage for every 2 foundations in my opponent's staging area. So, early game, it's not that great, but it's a way to help scale to late game.
can really crack a kill just focusing on their foundation base
Yeah.
at the end of a string.
But the point is that I don't want them to have a lot of foundations. So
That's true.
It's more. I use this a lot in the video against Chris Rhinus. I actually changed zones of my Shadow Blade Shuriken to from a mid to a low, and you can't block it. So because he only had high block in hand.
Yeah.
So I ended up killing him that way. I'll link that video to this, so if people want to watch it, they can. 4 impulsive. After an attack is played, discard 1 card from my card pool. So it allows, if I say I block with this, it's defensive card draw, or it helps keep my pool clear, and it's great. And it's +2 high block, because high blocks are awesome. 3 United Against Terrorism, or YAT as I call it. It allows me to, if I use Shadow Man's once per turn, and I have something that's been committed, I can flip this to ready another foundation that hasn't been ready this combat phase. So that's pretty sweet. 3-0 Photophobia. It's an air staple. It's to help turn all my blocks into Omni blocks.
Why not 4?
I just can't fit it. I don't need it.
Just keeping it slim.
Yeah, just trying to keep it as close to like 59, 60 plus character. I think the deck's like at 62, something like that.
Makes sense.
2 Dust in the Wind. I think I've been scaling this card back a lot in decks. I used to play 4, and now I've been playing 2s and 3s. Really, to really stop a turn, you really only need 1.
Yeah.
So, and I'm trying to kill my opponent early, so I really don't want to pack my deck a bunch of full foundations that are defensive.
Right.
2 Spirit of the Wolf. R, commit after my flash attack resolve. I make my opponent stun 2, basically. Which is really cool if I'm able to like flip something out of my card pool, and then like I play this
Yep.
and ready it, and then or if I have a second one and my opponent and I use it after like a Wolfsbane, which is pretty sweet. And I already have, like I say, I used one on the attack prior to Wolfsbane.
Yeah.
I can ready it and do it again, which is pretty sweet.
Do you have anything that uses momentum?
2 always on the move. It's for extra speed and damage. This card's kind of bad. I'm probably going to cut it, but as of right now, I haven't really taken the time to really worry about it.
Right.
This deck's a pet deck, a fun deck, so I'm going to try to play as many R abilities in the deck as possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
4 Iron Will, Flash Staple. After playing attack, gets 2 speed. Nothing much to say about it other than it makes things go faster.
Yeah, you can make some stuff really unblockable.
We got 4 Mind Trigger, the main damage pump of the deck. Other than the attacks give damage. R4 plus, after you play a flash attack, it gets damage. So that's pretty sweet. So, yay for damage. Since I'm an early game type deck, I play Cage Fighter. R flip, after opponent makes a check, play a non-foundation card, it gets -1. So basically if they go to block with like an attack or an action, I'm like no.
Oh, I went first.
So, which is kind of cool. Or if they try to dodge me, I'll just go no. It's like, no, you don't get it. I'm on my cage. You can't catch me.
Send it.
And then 4 second chance because ripping one of these on turn 1 and then turn 2 having no momentum ready for my first attack is stupid. Because I can just start nuking your foundations faster and faster.
Oh yeah.
So I don't have to wait to play a second attack. I can do it right off the first one. 4 push the limit, because push the limit's awesome. It flips foundations. It's a low block.
No punishment.
That's all I can say about that. And then 2 agile. Clears upon block or playing. Upon playing the card. It's just to round out the spam curve or whatever. I think I play like 20 something spam in the deck. So. But the deck's super fun. It's really just like I don't know if he's ever. I don't know if the Flash version of him can be competitive. Like Devin Burnier's throwish version that he has up on his channel, which I'll link at this point in the video too. I think that's better than the straight Flash version.
First enhance.
But it's a lot of fun to play the straight Flash version because I don't like playing a Hanson sometimes.
Yeah,
and I just want to screw everybody over.
Yeah, Flash is very uninteractive as a mechanic itself. So
Yeah, because it totally skips the enhanced phase. So that's all I got for you, kids. So keep an eye out for the rest of the content. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
peace.